Hi, people. Welcome to the She Shed Show. It sounds like she said so, and I did. I am just gonna shoot a video for the She Shed Show because I have been trying to go live via Facebook Live for jumping Moses. Well, 17 minutes now. So I gave up, and I'm gonna make this little video for you, so you can check in with the show, especially if you're a checker-inner late. Anyway, today I wanted to let you know that I am coming to you from lovely Kingsville, Ontario, the southernmost town in Canada. We are actually south of Detroit by a chunk. By 45 minutes it takes us to get up there. I say us because I lived here for a couple of years. This isn't my house. This is my in-laws' house. And a few years back, 2007 to 2009, my husband was sent here in the military and to work, and we bought a house down the road. It was a nice time to be around family and stuff, but we went back to Nova Scotia when the stint of time was up. Sorry, excuse me. I am burping up the drink of the night, Palm Bay, and this is the lime and cherry. I'm moving away from the root beer, and I'm moving towards summery sweet drinks, and the Palm Bay has been pleasing me greatly, especially since I got here to Ontario, and they have the pink grapefruit one. I can't get it in Nova Scotia. So I filled my gullet with that on Friday night. It's a holiday, you know, but obviously I like it some lot because I'm right back at it. I'm not drinking heavily. I shouldn't make it sound like that. I'm just having a little fizz, especially when you're talking to a camera. You get a little dry. So I wanted to say hello and check in and let you know where I am in the world. And I've had a great chance to meet a whole lot more of Tony's family and get to know some of Tony's family a bit better on this trip. And today is Mother's Day. And for me, I've been watching as an observer the fun going on in there, of them all getting together, and they're just ridiculous bunch of people. And it's super fun. And time is flying by, and I feel like I want a piece of land here, and I want to be able to come back. But Tony says no. But when we really retire, I'll be keeping my she shed. I'd love to put my she shed on wheels and be able to take it with me everywhere I go. And we're going to travel around Canada and the United States a bit. Hopefully the world will calm down. Calm the hell down. Some people should be getting some sense about them soon. And United States, I would like United States to be a lovely, safe place to go again soon. You'll see that tonight I put makeup on for you, because I took a picture of my brother-in-law's shed there earlier, and I was looking a little in the picture, and I've gotten some sun over the last few days, so I put a bit of makeup on, and just like my painting, I am a terrible painter. I think I'm a great creative person, and potentially I'm a good craftsperson, definitely. But when it comes to painting, I always go too far. Tonight it was the lipstick. You can see it. It looks like I've been drinking Kool-Aid. Huh. I'm red all the way around like a nut. And it was actually much worse. The stuff that I thought was lip gloss turns out to be lip stain. And when I did it, I kind of went like that, and my skin was really dry. And then I was kind of like, that looks, and then I started to wipe, and I started to like smear it all over, and it's stained there. So I think I look pretty okay. That light's a little harsh on me, but my idea of getting all birdified for you folks really didn't work. I went too far. I put on the lip stain and screwed it up. But the show must go on. Yeah, and speaking of show must go on, you are watching a taped version of the show. I tried to go live for 17 minutes and couldn't get a good feed. So I decided to do this up for you. Geez, I wish I did it earlier because I was really regretting like that it was going to be too dark to show you around, because now it's video. Like, I could have taken you down to the lake, man. Maybe I'll pause it and go down the lake. And there's a June bug. There's a June bug. I'm out of here. Love the place, but I'm out of here. Tonight I lit the fire bowl, and it was just the can in there before, and I tried it with the beans all around it with there are those glass beads, and just to see. Now I don't actually think that the wick is high enough on that thing, so I need to move some stuff and pull the wick up and out to make it a little bit longer, and you get a bigger fire the longer it is. There. Yeah, Christine has a fireball. And that could be, it's not mine, but I would definitely acquire one of those. And for those nights that we can't have fires because of fire bans and stuff, or if I'm at the trailer, I think I'd like to be able to do that. Have a fireball. Yeah. And they're pretty easy to DIY in a bunch of different ways. I like these ones a lot. They have that big pot around them and a lovely top. They're pottery made and fired and stuff. This beautiful one. And I like that. But you can you'll have to try and DIY it some way. I know I'll end up with something like that though, because I like that one. So there you go. Yeah, so I'm not going to get to talk about all the things that I wanted to because I really was hoping for your feedback, and I won't be getting it until after the fact. It's Mother's Day, so I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to all my mother friends who are mothers in any way that you know, whether that's through having given birth or having provided mothering for a child or family. And I know that people really hate this, but people who take care of animals and mother animals, I admire you too. And happy Mother's Day. If we had been on live, I wanted to talk a little bit about the triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone. It's in neo-paganism. It's the deity is the triple goddess, but inside that there's three entities, which is in every woman. You hope to go through the phases of life that are maiden, and that is up until you are fertile and able to give birth, until you're sexually active, really. And then you go into the woman's zone, and I truly believe that the woman's zone is a couple of different things kind of put together, because that the young women versus that phase of I now am a mother, there's a difference. There is the level of maturity. Something happens deep when you realize that you're responsible for having created a new life. And I hope it's honored as deeply as it should be. And that's what we were going to talk about, is just, honoring it, and how do people honor it. And to that end, I with great shame only Look, they're all looking out the window at me. My God. They're giving me my space so I can do the show, but they don't realize that it's not live anymore. But they were checking to see if I was still filming and stuff, and I am, little wave. Yeah, so we were going to talk about the different phases and see where everybody's at and see if anybody had any questions about the different phases. I know I am not super thrilled. I'd never liked the word crone, and now I honor it differently. Crone happens when your baby making days are over and you've raised, well, hypothetically, you've raised your children. It's more like a stereotype of what a woman is after she's gone through her childbearing years, and you've now gained wisdom. So as a maiden, you're gathering knowledge and gathering and building your body and becoming fertile and like kind of sowing the seeds of life. And then in your womanhood, you are bringing those seeds to fruition through children or creation of, right now we're talking about mothering, but the maiden, mother, and crone, in that zone, it's all about your creation and how amazing it is. We don't give it as much honor as we should, like how miraculous birth is and what the process is that you go through, and what's your process of life, and are you all the shocks that come to people once they have children that they're responsible for, and you go through that phase and you're just gathering and gathering, and you're raising a family probably, and then there is the crone zone where you're no longer fertile, and you have the knowledge, and your job is to be the passer of the ways, right? And there's lots in our life, like, I mean, this is all really general info, because there are ways to apply even if you are transgendered to this information. There's ways to apply it all. You don't actually have to be female to follow, to be a follower of the triple goddess and that the whole teachings. You can follow it almost like a biological way, and that's the whole thing about paganism anyway. It's all about nature and what are nature's ways. So through that, it gets interpreted as maiden, mother, crone, and what the triple goddess is, and then we're supposed to find that in ourselves, right? We're supposed to honor that in ourselves, and we've forgotten how to do it. We often don't honor ourselves. As in our maidenhood, we are not honor, like it. It's almost become more typical to have some sort of self-doubt and self-esteem issue in your youth than not. Like most I would go ahead and say that most people nowadays are, most young women or young people that identify as female, there's more anxiety than there is honor in their being in their celebrating that angle of life. Oh, that was deep, man. I don't know if I can keep doing it without you to have feedback. I'm just blah blah blah, That's not what this is about. This is about getting together with you. I want to get together with you, and I want to hear what you're saying, even if it's like, hey, what are you drinking? What are you doing? This week, when we came up here, we flew up here on Wednesday. It was fun. It was a good flight. We flew Porter Airlines. They're just a little airline, and they fly a prop airplane, but our plane had 72 seats. Like, it's not a little plane, but she's pretty little. And great flight, and I would highly recommend them. Anything funny? Well, lots of funny things have happened. I have I have foot and mouth disease like you've never met anybody in your life. I can fuck up like, oh my God. But none of those stories are relatable because they're all potentially family related. So that's not, I can't put that out there. That's yucky. That's gossip. But it's me putting my foot in my mouth. That is the ridiculous part. Not anything anybody else did. Just saying, just calling the wrong people and thinking that the wrong kids went with other kids and stuff. It's very, no, these kids went with those parents and, oi. Yeah. So, nothing to report there in the funny department. Yeah, it's boring here without you. Totally. Got nobody with me coloring. Like, I don't have, if I say something inappropriate, then there's nobody to gaze into your eyes and say, oh my gosh, behind my back that I've said something inappropriate. That's why I need Flora. I need somebody usually with me to say, hey, shush, you've gone too far, you loudmouth schmuck. Yeah, I've got some more visiting to do while we're here, and basically I think I will wrap this up now since it is artificially produced. It's not live. You are not here. You're catching me later, I know, but usually I have people in with me and they're talking back and forth with me, and that's not the case right now. Had technical difficulties, so wasn't able to broadcast live. And this, I'm sorry to say, we'll have to do. I wanted to check in with my peeps. I wanted to check in with Trish Hill Martin in Australia. I wanted to check in with my sister in Cape Breton. Was chatting with some people from home in Dartmouth. Would like to check in with them. Have some new family members that I was hoping to get clicked in here tonight to see what shenanigans we talk about. And I am not up to any shenanigans tonight. Very disappointed. So we're at 1740. I can probably go to 20. But I can't think of another darn thing. I think I will just sit here and sulk. Because I wish that I was able to do this live with you. I wish you all happy Mother's Day, and hope you had the day you wanted. Honor yourself. If you are a mom, and if you do take care of people, look at how valuable that is. Look at somebody who takes care of you, or look for somebody who you believe is a good mom, and look at what that looks like. You know, it's an important aspect to have in life, and I'm glad that my mom is still alive. She is in the crone phase of her life. She is now returning to a point where other people are taking care of her on a regular basis, but the knowledge she has is still amazing, and I look forward to getting more of that. While I go from my womanhood to cronehood soon. Anywho, I'll let you go, folks. Signing off from Ontario. I hope that I can catch you back here next Sunday night at 10 p.m. Atlantic. I'll be home in Nova Scotia. And, my granddaughter will be there next week. So I should have lots of ridiculousness to report. Also, you'll notice that Bucky is not here. I miss Bucky like crazy. And Bucky will be back with us next week. So, signing off for tonight. Sorry I missed you. And love ya. Ciao. Everyone is. Thanks for watching. Peace out.